Just had a very good conversation with Rude about my projects here, and I'm just going to review for the world. So I'm building two things. One is this device here, which is strapped to my chest, and that essentially all it does is it beeps if I don't take a deep breath every minute or however much time I specify. This is a product that I could eventually sell if I could figure out how to get this to be less expensive, or people are willing to pay a lot of money because it's an expensive device. But in terms of art, it's designed to be hidden. It's battery operated. It's in my pocket, and this will be under my shirt, so you won't even know. And the manifestation of it is in how I relate to you and how I'm calmer. So the art is invisible and is through behavior, not a physical product or a video or some light forms or narrative that you see. You don't even know a performance is in progress. It's not technically a performance, it's really an unperformance because I'm becoming present. But Rude was very insistent that there needs to be some manifestable, observable product. And I don't necessarily agree with that, and at the very least I could say, well, I'll publish the results of a daily journal after I'm dead to show that it impacted my behavior, but I don't think you need to do that. I really don't think that's essential. Anyway, so the idea is here that the tool becomes tiny and invisible, and that the art is in your life. Now the reverse thing I'm building is a multimedia tool for artists where they can create their own multimedia interactive experiences. And Rude was very insistent on me figuring out what content or experiences I would create with it. And I keep saying it's not about for me, it's not about that. I mean, yes, I will do that. That is perhaps one of the motivations for building it. And yes, there's maybe an economic motivation too. But really what I think is most interesting to me and most important perhaps is that the tool is preeminent. The tool is now on an altar in the sky, whereas although the tool was hidden and microscopic and invisible, this is what it's all about. The tool is what it's all about. How are you going to use the tool is what it's all about. And so at the gallery opening at DEFCA, it's all about, ideally, hopefully, if we can get this thing working, having other artists, and sure, me too, having created stuff with it. And Rude was asking, well, what is the question you want to ask people? I'm like, I come up with questions all the time. I make videos all the time. It's not about the content. I have no problem coming up with the content. I have complete confidence that the content, there's too much content coming out. So I focus on the context. I get rid of the content right now. I'm creating a context for others to use. I will use it as well. Now, ideally, if it was easy to print out a giant manuscript here without having to arrange with Marcel to print it out, I'd print it out and show it at DEFCA, and I'll try to get that done. But that just explains what I just explained, which is that the whole notion of art as needing to be an extension of the ego or a representation of my point of view, which is how I operated in my whole life, making films and other things, is completely, I feel, upside down. And so I think the transition for me from artist to tool maker, who, yes, can use his own tools as an artist, but make it about creating the tools, to me feels like where I want to be. And inside of that, I don't feel a great amount of tension. There's a lot of uncertainties, but I feel like I have found what I need to be doing, and I just stick to that. And this idea of a clock ticking, I don't find it useful for me if it's going to become stressful. But at the same point, you know, here it is. We've got a few weeks, and let's see how far we can get with it, and as a game. And so that to me is fun and exciting and inspiring, and hope that explains what I'm doing here. And if you're interested in using the tool, as I didn't really describe it in this video, please send me a note. I will add one more thing. You know, I put videos up and I get 10,000 views, but very few comments. And I would much more prefer to have a video that's only seen by 100 people, but got 100 comments. And so that maybe is a lot of the impetus behind creating this tool. It's not so much about reaching the world, but about giving people the tools to reach a very direct audience and interact with that audience. So much of our experience in creating art is either what is the person going to think of what I've created, or I don't care what other people think. Well, let's be honest and let's explore that question of what other people think by making the art itself an inquiry mechanism. So it's all about asking questions and collecting data and maybe altering the experience based on what the person's choices are, and then giving them the capacity to then respond by creating their own video right inside of the work itself. So that's what drew me to interactive, and that's what explains what I'm doing here. Thank you.